is your reminder that $10,000 a year is just $27 a day. So stop spending your money on all the stupid shit you don't need, because that's where all your money's going. I personally remind myself of this fact anytime I'm gonna make a small, maybe impulsive purchase that I don't really need. And I have a perfect example I wanna share. As I was thinking about making this video, I knew I wanted to talk about something while I was like pouring my coffee. And I was thinking, as I was grabbing this mason jar, how I really wish that I had those cool glass, aesthetic looking glasses that people make like their iced coffees in. And I literally thought for a second, like, I'm gonna look on Amazon and see how much they are, and also like maybe get a cool glass straw while I'm at it. But then I caught myself and I realized that I do not need a aesthetic looking coffee glass and a glass straw. Like, what I have works perfectly fine for me. I don't need to waste my money on that. And again, just $27 a day is $10,000 a year. So keep that in mind next time you want to buy something you don't need.
Hi, welcome back to This African Perspective. Thank you for stopping by. We're going to be checking out videos about how a lot of people consume so much items. They like buying up so much stuff, and shopping addiction, actually, to be precise. So I'm actually thinking about spending less, not doing too much, just, managing life as it is, living below their means. While, this whole shopping addiction thing can come with people getting bored and feeling like they need something to make them happy. I want to shop so I can just, feel something. Like, it's so exciting for you to shop, especially when it comes like with shopping online. I think that's even the worst, where you can just sit down, you don't have to go out to buy stuff, and they just bring it to your doorstep. That's exciting. Like, whenever you see the package and you're like, like, you're surprised, like, oh my god. And maybe that's just like, you just make yourself feel delusion, like this the sense of delusion that, oh yeah, this is a gift from me, and like, I even forgot I ordered for this. Like, oh my god, what is that? So it's kind of get exciting because you're bored, you ain't got nothing to do, like, you're just looking for something to make you happy and feel that way, for just a short period of time. And then right after that, you start wondering, did I even need that? Before we get right into this video, make sure you click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new here and you're watching me for the very first time. Let's get right into this video.
Things I hate spending money on at the crib. Number one, I don't like buying olive oil. I don't know what it is. Olive oil is just like, I don't know, it's weirdly priced. There's such a range. There's so many different types of olive oils. I'm not that educated on olive oil, so I never know which one to pick all the time. But when I'm out, it's just like one of the things that you have to get. But you're not really finna get a good one unless you spending 20, 30 bucks on it. I don't know why. I don't like paying for olive oil. Second thing that I don't like paying for at the house, trash bags. For whatever reason, I like to pick trash bags, but I don't like to pay for trash bags. Trash is just, it's a weird concept to me that I'm paying for something to throw away. And it's like, I get it, like it's holding my trash, so I should be cool with it, but it's a problem for me. I don't know what it is. Third thing, paper towels. I don't like paying for paper towels. The spread, I live alone. I'm single, I live alone. You can either buy one roll of paper towels, which is not gonna last you that long, 2 rolls, like a little double roll of paper towels, which is still not gonna last you that long, or you gotta buy like a 12 or 24 pack. There is no in between. There is no in between. Not of the good paper towels anyway. I like them, the signature cloth ones, the one that's in that purple, in the purple wrap. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Those are some good paper towels. Another thing I don't like to pay for, Wi-Fi. I can't stand paying for Wi-Fi. I think the concept of paying for Wi-Fi is just so weird to me. And it's like, I get it, it's connection, and it's like, it's how we connect to the world, but I just feel like it's so basic that we don't need to pay for it. I don't know what it is. And I understand what I'm saying. Like, these are just real specific things. Like, I don't mind paying for water. I'll pay rent. I'll pay electric. I'll pay gas. I'll pay anything else. Wi-Fi I got a problem with. And lastly, on the whole Wi-Fi train, phone bills. Phone bills bother me so much. Why? Why are they so expensive sometimes? I was with AT&T by myself, unlimited plan. I was paying like, I know it was like upwards of $100 and something for my phone bill. And I'm just like, yo, that's so ridiculous. And again, I get it. Without my phone service, without my Wi-Fi, I wouldn't even be able to talk to you right now. So I definitely understand the utility of it. but actually paying for it is something that bothers me. I don't know why. These are just my list of grievances. And if you ever get with me, just know that those bills will become yours. I'm not paying for paper towels anymore. That's your bill now. I'll pay rent. You got to take the paper towels. You got to take the Wi-Fi. You can take the phone bill. You can take the olive oil. I'm not paying for olive oil no more. Okay? I'm not doing it. I'm done. I'm over. That's it and that's all. I hope y'all have a good night.
I'm gonna give you some big sister advice, so I'm gonna hold your hand while I say this. Please stop spending the money that you don't have. You do not need to buy everything that you see on the internet. No, it's not normal to be spending $20 to $40 a week on a coffee shop. You know what that adds up to a year? You're looking at $1,000 to $2,000 a year just on coffee. Some of you guys care so much about what your life looks like instead of what it feels like, and you're not building financial stability for your future. I'm all about supporting people and prioritizing your happiness, but there's a point of delusion where you're being fucking stupid. Some of you guys just need a little tough love. I'm here to give it to you. I say, hey, you're never gonna be this young again. Like, the money will come back. But there's a point where you are being actually irresponsible. I'll say it once and I'll say it again. In your 20s, you should be working your ass off. You need to be hustling so that you can enjoy that in your 30s. I fear a lot of you guys are just living your best life to the extreme in your 20s and you're going into credit card debt. Life does not need to be an Instagram aesthetics. You do not need to get the designer bag. You do not need to go to Italy. There's so many things that you can wait and save for your 30s. In order to spend money, you need to make the money. Especially in this economy, you cannot be idiotic about how you're spending money. It's stressing me out how many of you guys don't have anything saved up, and I'm here to help you, tell you how to do that. I didn't grow up with money. I learned how to manage my funds, and like, even though I haven't been working the last few months, I haven't been losing money. I've been making money while I've been not working. So we need to all get to financial literacy, because I fear if we don't, like, everyone's gonna be broke, and I don't want that to happen. Okay, bye.
You never really realize how bad overconsumption in the US is until you're traveling and you go into secondhand or like consignment shops, and like you can tell a majority of the clothes that they're upselling is like from Goodwill or like these massive warehouses that people thrift from in the US. And I've been to 47 countries and I've seen this across the board. But I just did some more research, and apparently the US ships 700,000 tons of clothes worldwide, internationally, because they can't get rid of it, and it costs too much to like throw it away. And to put things into perspective, the US consumes, and to put that into perspective, the US consumes more than China, but the US has only a population of like 30% of what China has. Like, these numbers and the consumption is insane.
I need you to know that stuff does not matter. I have come across the country to help my aged parents. You thought I was aged. My aged parents to move out of a 3-story home into a unassuming 1-story ranch. And we are going through stuff. And do you know that the silver closet that she used to say, make sure you lock it, I don't want anyone to steal our silver, half the stuff in the silver closet we just put on the street. We just put on the street for anyone to take. And the things that you think matter so much don't matter. It's the people, it's the relationships, all these things. Like, turns out my mom's a basket hoarder. So many different baskets. She has great taste, and I don't want the stuff. And all the beautiful china, all the silver platters, I'm not going to pay to have that shipped to California. I'm here in Annapolis, Maryland. And it takes a lot of courage, I think, to go through all your stuff. But I said to my parents, and they made fun of me as they do when I show any emotionality. I said, I just want you to know that it's really brave of what you're doing, going through all this now, while we can do it kind of joyfully together, rather than you're dead, I'm grieving you, and now I'm going through all your junk. So they went, wah, because that's what the other generation does when you are sincere. And that's okay. I've healed, girl. I'm fine with that. But I just want you to know, go through your stuff. Don't make your kids do it. You don't need all this stuff. So many things that mattered so much. So many books and gifts that people gave that you never did anything with. We got to figure out how to do gifts better. where people aren't stuck with large pieces of art that don't match their... Anyway, I don't know. What are your questions? What we did do is we got a third party. I'll upload a video of... We got someone to be in between us. A friend of my mom's who turned out to be instrumental because I was a little bit frozen. This is the home I grew up in. And she was like, okay, we're just going to start here on the left side. What do you want to do with this? And she just sort of like forced the conversation. She was like a professional declutterer without, we didn't have to pay her because she had done the same thing in her life. That's what I'm doing. Now I'm going to go zone out for a few hours and get out of that house.
I am done being a hoarder. I am done buying things that I don't need. And these are the 5 things I'm going to start doing right this second. Like today, like 11:24 p.m. I saw this on someone's TikTok, so I'll give that person credit, but it like changed the way I think about buying things. What she said was, do I need it? Well, you'll always find a reason to need something, so you will still keep buying. So what you need to ask yourself is, can I live without it? So example, can I live without that cactus or whatever that is? I don't even know what it is. Yes, I can. Can I live without that candle? Yes, I can. Can I live without my TV? No, I can't. So the answer is like evident when you do this activity. The second is when I will have blank over. So I used to do this when I would be like, oh, this serving tray is amazing when I have people over. This chips and dip tray is amazing when I have people over. I need this glass set when I have people over. The people never came over. And when I went to their house, they served me paper plates. Third is quality over quantity. Instead of getting Skims dupes and more dupes and more dupes, and none of them are really Skims, save yourself the hassle, and instead of getting 20 different dupes, get the one Skims. And that's it. One. Wash it, rewear it, wash it, rewear it. It's good quality. It'll last you much longer than your dumb dupes that are taking up space. The fourth is delete those apps and sign out of all of that subscription texting that is reminding you of the sales. If you feel like you are someone who has an addiction, guess what? Black Friday is coming up. You are about to be bombarded. Delete the apps, like delete them. Delete Amazon. I haven't done it myself yet, but you should. I'm gonna do it. I just have some things I need to return and some things I'm waiting on. I just started today, you guys, okay? Like 3 minutes ago, so don't come at me. And the last one is when you're shopping on like TikTok Shop or Amazon or whatever you're looking at is working out for the person selling it. So someone had posted this and they said, do you know the person, and how do you know that they're being honest? How do you know that if they're selling you something that they have the same skin type as you? Like, do you know all of that, or are you just buying and adding to cart?
We have had situations where I decided I was buying a lot of stuff and I was having this mentality that, oh my god, maybe someone is gonna visit and they will need this, maybe someone is gonna do this. Like, that is so real, that is true. Oh, maybe this maybe someday I'll do. I know clearly I don't need that thing, but I'm trying to convince myself as to why I need to purchase that item, and that maybe someday I'm going to use it. Maybe someday this is going to happen. And also, there was a time in my life where I was struggling with letting things go. Like, I can't not throw things away that I don't need, old things, and I'll be like, I'll have a bunch of mess altogether. Like, they are not really mess because like they're things that I thought I needed. To me, they were just, I'm gonna need it someday, and then I'll go years not needing it, not using that particular thing, and it's just there looking at me when I could just throw it away. So that is also a thing, like the whole holding on to things. So I had to practice, like, let things go, throw them away. I don't need that thing because I'm just filling up the house.
You want to talk about underconsumption core? Get married. Plan a wedding. Then you'll see really how underconsumption you have to live. I can't even get my nails done. I haven't been able to get my nails done for the last 3 to 6 months. I don't remember the last time I got my nails done, or my toes. I'm pretty sure I got my toes done last year. Underconsumption core. Get married.
This This is all the stuff I've just removed from my wardrobe. And you know the worst part is that 1, 2, 3, 4. This bag is all shoes. One bag. These 4 bags are literally like not even the stuff I want to get rid of / sell / donate. From previous years where I've gotten like fed up of my wardrobe or fed up of looking at things, I've got full suitcases full of stuff that I used to wear. And this is honestly mainly the problem with the fact that I moved out at 18 with everything I owned and never went back. So I've literally got stuff from when I first bought things on eBay with my first payslip from my first job. There's things that I've just not bothered to get rid of or sell because I either have a sentimental attachment to them, or I'm literally just being quite lazy with my time and not having the time to put things on Vinted and eBay and like do post office runs and stuff. All of this stuff, there's actually some quite nice stuff in here that I'm letting go of because I literally haven't worn them in the last year and I know that for a fact. I'm going to be putting things on my Vinted. My wardrobe is a much more peaceful place to be now.
I think one of the most dangerous trends on TikTok right now is the underconsumption trend, and I will tell you why. First reason is it really normalizes being a regular person. Like, we get on social media, we're constantly being sold new things all the time. Buy this, get this haul, whatever. But most of us are not living that way. And another reason is once you stop that over consuming, those big hauls, those constantly buying new things, or even the maintenance consuming of needing to get a new phone because yours is 2 years old, even though it works, you will completely shift your perspective on how you spend your money, how you spend your time, and freedom. I did not grow up with money, and unfortunately, I did not marry someone who grew up with money. So early in our relationship, my partner and I had a good amount of debt. We ended up paying off about $120,000 in student loan debt in 32 months, which left us completely debt-free. And we can talk more about that at another time, but I'm telling you that because during that 32-month period, we didn't buy anything. We cut our expenses down to the lowest of the low, and we were not buying anything. I would absolutely be lying if I told you that at times it did not suck. Like, it was really hard. But it also helped me realize how frequently I was buying new stuff to comfort myself as opposed to actually needing it and wanting it, because I would get it and I would have the feeling of buying something new, but then I wouldn't necessarily be in love with it. It has been 5 years since we finished paying off all of our debt, and our lives are completely different because of it. I am not rich now by any means, but under consuming or mindfully consuming has allowed me to create a life for myself that feels a lot more relaxing and a lot more free than I would have if I would have stuck with my office job and spent money every day on my lunch break. And while I don't have generational wealth, I do need to acknowledge the privilege that I had, which was I was a college graduate. I had a degree. I had a salaried job. My husband had a degree. He had a salaried job. The salaries weren't big, but we had benefits from that, and we were also splitting bills. And I do believe that mindful consumption is available to most of us, and it is possible to create a life where you feel a little bit more flexibility and a little bit more freedom. If you want to talk about it more, good, because I want to talk more about it. I think we should be talking about it. If not, love you so much. Bye.
The romanticization of underconsumption core is a trap. If you have a real shopping problem, it's a trap. Do you need to shop less? Oh yes. Spend less? Hell yeah. Reorient the way you think about shopping? You can't afford not to. But compulsive shopping for clothes, accessories, makeup, and creating a fantasy life go hand in hand. Part of why you're shopping is that you're dissatisfied with yourself and your life as it exists. You create this fantasy life, this fantasy girl or woman, and you buy the things that this woman you want to be would own. When you romanticize underconsumption, like, oh my God, there's this woman that only uses 5 luxury makeup products, that's who I want to be. Or, you know, there's a beautiful montage of a beautiful woman under consuming, and they've got that beautiful music laid over it, like, don't know why I didn't come. And you're just like, oh my God, I want to be her. I want to spend less. You're creating a fantasy life. And what that means is you are going to take the easy way out. Shopping less is the journey into yourself. It's facing your insecurities, your lack of self-worth. It's facing pain from your childhood. Like, there are a lot of different things that go into why people shop, and they're all pretty painful to deal with. They're all pretty painful to uncover and work through. And so you're gonna try and buy your way to underconsumption. I already see it happening. What's gonna happen since you haven't done the work and aren't doing the work alongside your declutter is that you're gonna say, well, I just need one good bag that I can wear every single day. So I'm gonna get rid of all the bags I have and buy one perfect bag. Guess what? You just consumed. And that one bag will not be enough. You'll say, well, it's not formal enough. Well, it's not lightweight enough. And you'll consume more. You'll declutter every single water bottle except for one, and then a new water bottle will hit the scene. And you'll say, well, one in, one out. I'll buy this water bottle, but I'll get rid of the water bottle that I own. You only need one of everything, and it should be the best one you can buy. Because once I buy this water bottle, I'll never feel the need to buy another one again. That's what you said about the last water bottle. Don't get so enamored in the idea of being someone who underconsumes that you forget to change the way you think, which of course influences the way you act. And this is not me trying to like shame you. Like, I have such a shopping problem. I talk about it in therapy. I do my workbooks. Like, this is me trying to share that information that I'm gleaning with you guys. So come with me on my journey. I'll come with you on yours, and let's make underconsumption a goal and not just a fantasy.
Shopping addiction is real. I think you just have to learn to, if you really want to stop doing that, it's not easy, but by all means, you need to check yourself, because sometimes you get to a point where you're doing it and you don't even know you're doing it. Like, you need to like check yourself, consciously come back, reverse, and be like, hey, like, I'm doing something that is just abnormal, and most of your money will just be leaving. And sometimes it could start with like just spending just a little amount. You might feel like, I'm just spending so little, it's not a lot. And then when you accumulate, when you go and check how much you've been spending, like each day, you calculate that money together, you see that it's actually something that is huge and a lot. But just because they are cheap or not like too expensive, all of a sudden you might feel like you're not doing too much, but you are doing too much, and you're gathering so much stupid gadgets and useless stuff that you don't need in your house. And the truth about it is, most times you'll be thinking you need those things, like, I need it. You've made it to the end of this video. Thank you all for watching this video to the very end. Let me know what you think about this video, and please don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new here and you're watching me for the very first time. Clicking the like button helps with the algorithm, and I definitely appreciate that a lot. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.